Hey guys, this is Megan. I'm over here at the Bluebonnet Regional Branch Library, and today I wanted to show you how to make a yarn hat ornament. So, I have a few different colors. I have this one and this one. Okay, and the supplies you will receive in your bag are 2 different colors of yarn. You'll get a piece of a paper towel roll. You'll get a piece of facial tissue. And you'll need scissors. Those will not come in the bag though. Okay, and the first step is you're going to want to decide how tall you want the base of your hat to be. This one's pretty tall. This one's pretty small. It's completely up to you. And once you decide this, you'll take your paper towel roll. I'm going to give you a pretty tall one so you can have the choice to cut it or not. So if you're going to make it smaller, you just simply cut a little piece off. You want to try to cut in a straight line like this. And it'll be a little smaller. Your next step is to take one piece of yarn. You're going to match the ends of it together so that it forms a U on the other end. Then you're going to take your paper towel roll, insert the U through the center, and make it come out the other end. Then you're going to take the other ends, go over the top of the paper towel roll, and through the U. Then you'll grab the ends and tighten it so that a knot forms on the edge of the paper towel roll like this. You want to make sure, see this loop going over the strands, you want it to look like that. So if you accidentally tighten it to where it looks like this, see how you don't have that loop? You don't want that. If this happens, no big deal. You can slide it to the other side and it will be correct. Okay. So next step, take your second colored piece of yarn. Do the same thing. Match the ends, make a U, insert the U. Now, you want to make sure all of your knots and strands that are hanging off are on the same edge of the paper towel roll. And you don't want some on this end, some on this end. So to make sure that's happening, you're going to insert your U's on the opposite end that the knots and strands are. So mine are on this side. I'm going to come in from this side. Do the same thing. Go over and through and tighten it. Okay. Now you're going to do the same process until the entire piece of paper towel roll is covered in yarn. Now as you're going to want to make sure that your pieces of yarn are pushed together tightly because you want to fit as many as possible on your paper towel roll. And once you have it all covered, you also need to be sure to save one piece of yarn. You should have enough to be able to do this, but you will need to save a piece of yarn so that we can complete the rest of the hat with it. Okay, so your next step, once you have the whole paper towel roll covered, is to twist the strands of yarn, and you're going to push them through the center of the paper towel roll. So they're going to come all the way out the other end. and just keep pushing. Okay, and they came all the way out the other end. Just make sure all of the strands made it to the other side. Brush them out, make sure nothing's tangled. Alright. Now you're gonna get to decide how tall you would like the top of your hat. This one's fairly tall. This one's pretty small. That's completely up to you. Once you decide this, you will take the piece of yarn that you left over and tie it at that point on the hat at the top of the height that you want your hat to be. Okay? You want to tie a double knot. So this one came out pretty tall. And if you would like to make this into an ornament, that's up to you. Then you can take the two ends and tie them together. If not, you can trim them to the length of the pom-pom later. But I'm going to go ahead and make it into an ornament, so I'll tie these ends together. Alright. Okay, so your next step is to take your tissue paper and ball it up. Then you're going to push it into the top of the hat. So that it gives it its shape. Alright. Now you get to decide if you want your pom-pom to be long or short. That's up to you. Once you decide, just cut it to the desired length. So I'll cut mine a little bit. Alright. Then you can take your small piece of cardboard and shove it under the tissue paper. Okay, just to give it some security. Okay, and now you have your yarn hat ornament.